What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a broken cabinet hinge. When we open up this door here, you can see it just drops straight down because our top hinge here is completely broken. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. So we've got the cabinet in the open position, and this is a two-piece system here. We've got our backing plate and then we've got our main section of the hinge. Now we've got our replacements as well. This one here is a full overlay 105-degree hinge, and this one here is also in a soft close. So if you guys want to see a video on the different types of hinges to know whether you need a full overlay, half overlay, inset, corner hinge, bifold, whatever it is, nice and simple to work out once you know exactly what's going on. Let me know in the comment section and I'll show you guys how to do it. So these ones here are our replacement hinges. I'll quickly open this one here up to show you how to clip the two new pieces together, because like I said, we've got a main piece and then we've got our backing plate. So we've got two pieces here. This section goes onto the door and then we've got the other side. Now if we have a look back here, you'll notice there's a little groove. Hopefully you guys can see that there. We've got a little hole on one side and not on the other. So that hole there is for our little teeth here to simply clip on. So what we do is we slide this section here over this little U shape, slide that one there in, and then these teeth here sit into that little groove. So if we just push these two pieces here together, it should clip, as we've got there, and now that's one complete piece. Now the easiest way to replace this is not to remove both hinges and then try and replace them both at the same time. The easiest way, honestly, is to do one at a time. So regardless whether you're replacing one or two, you can do it. It's nice and easy, but this one here, you won't have to worry about trying to realign everything. And I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. So what we're gonna do is remove this one here, keep that screw, put that screw on the side as well. So we're going to take the back section off as well. Now you'll notice these ones here have really large fat screws, and we may have to actually reinstall it with these screws. So always keep them on a side just in case you want to reuse them. I honestly prefer to put my own screws in, and if you're curious as to what size screw you should be using, what you should be using is a screw that's smaller than 16 millimeters. And the reason for that is this little cabinet here, or the carcass of it, the melamine, they're all made in 16 millimeters. So if you use a screw that's longer than that, you're gonna go through the back end. On this section here, it doesn't really matter. We've got a little panel on the side here that will allow us to be able to put larger screws in, and you won't even see it. But we're gonna be using these little 16 mil 8-gauge screws. So we're going to take our new hinge, drop that one there in place, we'll close it up as well. And we're going to screw this one here back in as well. Take another screw. So now we can open this up. And this one here actually lines up with our existing holes, so we don't need to worry too much about our positioning. However, a lot of times, depending on the brand or the style of hinges that you bought, the old hole location might not line up with your new one. So you might be playing around with it, trying to figure out where exactly does this go. And what you can do is just simply use the spacing that you've got on the hinge that we left, line it up with the top one so that they're both consistent, and then put in your screws. Now I always prefer to use my own screws, so I'm going to once again use my 16 millimeter 8-gauge screws, and we're going to attach this side here back on. So once again, line it up with the existing holes. We don't have to use the original holes, even though we can if we use the original screw that was used. Alright, so that's one. Do the same thing on the bottom. Alright, and that one there is replaced, ready to go. If I wanted to, I could leave this as is. But what we're going to do is we're going to replace the bottom hinge as well. That way it's going to be a full soft close system, and we've got two brand new hinges. You get two in the set anyway, so you might as well use them. So repeat the same process. put this in, clip it in, squeeze them down until it clicks. We're going to take off our bottom hinge. Alright, so that one is ready to go now. We'll close it up and test it out. Nice and simple. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. You've learned something new. It's a nice, simple, easy task that everybody runs into on a daily basis. Honestly, I see so many houses with hinges literally just falling off because I don't know how to replace them, but they are very simple. If you guys want to see a separate video on exactly which style of hinge you'll need for which kind of location, let me know in the comment section below. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Billshowto.